Hey guys, happy hump day. I wish I had some big news from Zellner, but supposedly it's coming tomorrow. I am sure someone knows. Um, there's a lot of false facts flying around Facebook right now, so I just want to clear them up. It seems like somebody called the Wisconsin clerk of courts or whatever and they were told that nothing was filed in the Avery case. Part true. Nothing was filed in the Avery case in the county clerks because it would be in the appeal courts. If you look in the appeal courts, there is stuff there that's not on Avery's record. Going back to 1997 when his first appeal was filed. That's only appeals. It wouldn't go in the regular court. So really you're looking in the wrong place. But looking in the appeal board, there's not much you can find either because nothing was filed today. That doesn't mean that she wasn't in court today. It just means nothing was filed or nothing was updated in the appellate court system. They could be waiting for tomorrow. Who knows? But the paper that Rich Donovan, I think, or something, I forgot his name, Richard, is throwing around Facebook is from June 27th. It is not from today. Zellner gets to speak to the appeal board. There's 3 judges, but again, there's nothing updated from today. There's nothing since June. That's the only thing even filed this year was in June of 2016. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, that's fact. But let's say there was a court date today and it wasn't updated yet in the system, which is totally possible. I don't work for the courts. It's totally possible. But let me also stress the fact that even if that did happen, all she's doing is filing a motion to get a hearing to show why he needs to get overturned. I think everybody's getting their hopes up for this big announcement, like, his conviction was overturned. It's not going to happen. She even stated in an interview yesterday or on the 22nd, I don't know when it was actually done, but it was recorded sometime around then, that Avery, she can't present new evidence because Avery has his ongoing appeal and therefore she can't present new evidence. So I don't really understand how the fuck you're gonna go for a post-conviction appeal when you can't even present new evidence. So somehow I think somewhere there was something was wrong, but that just doesn't make too much sense to me because, okay, how the fuck are you gonna do that then? So like I said, going back to my original point oh, by the way, they can deny it. I looked up the code that she's filing under, which is, I think it was 970.05 of Wisconsin law. There are 66 different reasons why an appeal court can deny a post-conviction hearing or a habeas corpus. Basically what it means is that you were found guilty. I'm making this very brief in a nutshell, but you were found guilty and now you want that overturned because of new evidence or whatnot. That's what it is. And you want a hearing in order for them to listen to you. Now, what we're hoping for, it would be nice if her big announcement is she got the hearing, because that's huge. That's the first step in getting something overturned. And according to the state, his conviction is going to be withheld. He is upheld. So instead of everybody thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to come out with news that the whole thing is being overturned, think more down to earth that if she gets granted the motion for habeas corpus, she gets granted the motion to have an appeal, that would be wonderful. That would be huge news because, again, there's 66 reasons they can deny her motion. So let's hope to God that her motion is granted and that she's allowed to appeal his case. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the logical thing to hope for because, again, him walking out tomorrow, slim to none. And if he does, I'll eat my words, but it's not going to happen. So the other thing I want to discuss is Teresa Halbach. There's also a lot of stuff going around. People are misinformed about her family being able to have a say in Brendan's, retrial, whatever they do. According to our justice system, they have every right to do that as a victim. Now, If you were to, I'm sorry, I'll give you a better example. Gregory Allen. Gregory Allen's parole date is all over a lot of these groups. I know it's in Family Room and a lot of other groups. Because when somebody is up for parole, you as a victim have a right to go there and have a say in what happens to them, or if they get out or if they don't get out. So I think it's kind of unfair to everybody coming down on them, because technically they are the victim. Where I change this, and I really mean this, where I have an issue with this, because Brendan did nothing wrong. Yes, their daughter is missing, dead, whatever, but it has nothing to do with Brendan at all. Brendan, it's not Brendan's fault. Brendan didn't kill her. Brendan has nothing to do with it. So this is where it'll be a really interesting dichotomy of what happens, because just the dynamics of this case is crazy. And I say that because these people have enough faith in the system that Brendan killed Teresa, their daughter, and he was sent to jail for it. Okay, I'll give you that. But that same court is telling you that his confession, which is the only motherfucking evidence against him, is false. How could you not have enough faith in the system that got him in jail and now wants to overturn that? You, as just a normal functioning human being, you have to sit back and think to yourself, well, it goes both ways. If I have faith that they put him in jail, then I have to have faith of letting him out of jail. By them going to the courts and saying, no, we think he should be held in jail, is a selfish act to do, because Brendan has zero evidence. Forget Steven. Steven's going to need an entire full exoneration to get out of jail, or the proof that it really was set up, which is her goal, which is what she says she can do. Great. But I'm not talking about Steven, I'm talking about Brendan. That for them to say that with zero evidence against him is a tragedy, because Brendan is also a victim. Is he alive? Yeah, he's alive, but he's still a victim. He's a victim of a system. He's a victim of a poor family. He's a victim of a dysfunctional family. He's a victim of having a learning disability. He's a victim in a lot of ways. And I'm sure he's been a victim in jail. So I don't want anyone to think, I want everyone to know that it's okay to not know the system or get mad because her family has a say, but that is our system. And again, 98% of the time, our system does work for us. It's the 2% that get fucked up. So I hope I explained a lot better than, I don't know, I've retaped this a bunch of times, but now I have to get back to work. So speaking of work, make sure you subscribe, because you guys know I'm trying to catch up to Casey, and I only have like 2,050 more subscribers to catch up to her, so catch up. Yes, I joke around with her all the time. So the other thing is that I'm running for my own business. Yes, insert cheap plug here. Ignite 9 Web Design. I'll put a link below. Ignite 9 Web Design. I'm running web specials for the next month that can't be beat. And again, you can check out the website, but that's my cheap insert business plug here, because I need to build business. And if you guys have any questions, you can always leave comments below. You know where to find me. And and don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, I just got a couple of blinks that threw me off. But again, I also want to say that I don't write anything down. I do everything off the top of my head. So if sometimes I flake out, either I hear my kids in, the other side of the house, or my phone's ringing, or I get a flash on my screen. So just know that, okay? If I flake out, it's because I'm doing this all off the top of my head. So have a great hump day. I have work to do. And that's it. All right. Have a great night. Peace out.